Let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes first-time home buyers make when they start looking for a home. They ask the lender how much they're approved for, and then they shop at the very top of that number. And honestly, that's usually a terrible idea, because what a lender approves you for and what actually fits your life financially are two very different things. This mistake alone can be the difference between loving your home or feeling stressed about your mortgage every single month. So today I want to break down how buyers in Atlanta should really think about affordability, how lenders calculate approval, and how smart buyers build a budget that still lets them enjoy their life. Let's start with something most people don't realize. When a lender approves you for a mortgage, they're not asking whether that payment feels comfortable for your lifestyle. They're simply determining whether you technically qualify based on your income and debt ratios. That's it. So let's say a lender approves you for a $500,000 purchase price. That approval is based on formulas like your debt to income ratio, your credit profile, and your overall financial picture. But what the formula does not ask is this: do you still want to travel? Do you want to eat out sometimes? Do you want to save money? Do you want flexibility if life throws you a curveball? Because once you buy a home, your payment includes a lot more than the mortgage. So when buyers only focus on the approval number, they're missing the full financial picture. And that's where people can accidentally stretch themselves way too thin. When you buy a home in Atlanta, your payment typically includes four major components. First, the mortgage itself, which is the loan payment. Second, property taxes, which vary depending on the county and city. Third, homeowner's insurance. And fourth, something lenders don't always emphasize enough: maintenance. Every homeowner eventually deals with repairs. Water heaters fail, HVAC systems age. Roofs eventually need replacement, and smart homeowners budget for those costs before they become emergencies. Repairs are another factor. Even newer homes eventually need maintenance. Then there are the costs that almost nobody talks about when buyers first start house hunting. Utilities, electricity, gas, water, internet, trash service. Depending on the size of the home, those costs can add up quickly. Then there are HOA fees. In many Atlanta communities, townhomes and condos, the fee can range from a couple $100s per month to significantly more depending on amenities. And something people underestimate is furnishing. Larger homes mean larger living spaces to furnish. All of those things add up, and none of them show up on the approval letter. When I work with buyers, I usually suggest thinking about affordability in three zones: the comfort zone, the stretch zone, and the stress zone. The comfort zone is where your payment fits easily within your monthly budget. You can still save money, you can still enjoy your lifestyle, and you're not worried about every unexpected expense. The stretch zone is where the payment is manageable, but you may need to adjust spending in some areas. This is where a lot of buyers land. And then there's the stress zone. That's where the payment technically works on paper, but in real life it would feel uncomfortable. And the key is identifying your personal comfort zone before you start touring homes, not after you fall in love with one. To make this more practical, let's look at some typical price ranges buyers see in the Atlanta area. In many parts of Metro Atlanta, townhomes often fall somewhere between $300,000 and about $450,000. Starter single-family homes often land somewhere between $350,000 and $500,000 depending on location. And once you move into the move-up home category, you're typically starting around $500,000 and going up from there. But here's the important part: a $50,000 difference in purchase price can change your monthly payment more than many buyers expect. And that's why having a strategy matters before you start touring homes. Many experienced buyers actually do something interesting. They intentionally shop slightly below what the lender approved them for. Why? Because it gives them flexibility. They have room in their budget for maintenance, they can still travel, they can still invest and save, and they're not house poor. Buying a home should improve your life, not make it financially stressful. And sometimes the smartest move isn't buying the most house you can afford, it's buying the home that gives you the best overall lifestyle. If you're thinking about buying a home in Atlanta and you want help figuring out what actually makes sense financially, that's a conversation I have with buyers all the time. Everyone's situation is a little different, so if you want help understanding the numbers, the neighborhoods, and the strategy behind it all, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And if you're researching moving to Atlanta or buying your first home here, make sure you check out the other videos on the channel. We cover the entire buying process step by step. If you want more information on the home buying process, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.